Hi there, and welcome to Waste Management in Nova Scotia. I will be your host, Tommy Trash, presenting the findings of Group 8. In the following slides, I will be covering Nova Scotia's approach to solid waste management. In 1989, through the Canadian Council of Ministers of the Environment, the provinces of Canada decided to set a target to divert 50% of solid waste from landfills by the year 2000. In response to this decision, in 1995, the province of Nova Scotia put together the Solid Waste Resource Management Strategy. The objective of doing this was to improve waste management in the province and to create and implement better methods of disposal and diversion. The specific goals that are outlined in the strategy, as well as the achievements of this project, are discussed in the following presentation. In this strategy, the province set out specific goals to help them achieve the targets set out by the CCME. Through this work, Nova Scotia became the first and only province to reach this goal by the year 2000. The strategy helped to ensure that the people of Nova Scotia received the maximum environmental and economic benefits while minimizing the environmental and financial costs of poorly managing solid waste. Some of the specific details of this strategy are listed below. The Government of Nova Scotia will implement a province-wide ban on the disposal of multiple products that previously could not be diverted from landfills. Require refillable or recyclable containers for all beverages sold in Nova Scotia. Expand the current deposit and refund system to include all ready-to-serve beverage containers excluding milk. Require municipal waste management regions to achieve a minimum of 50% diversion by the year 2000. Work at the national level to address source reduction and the management of household hazardous wastes. Require operators of outlets and private events to provide receptacles for both litter and recyclable materials, as well as to develop a pollution prevention strategy to promote source reduction. All of these targets were significant in guiding regional efforts towards the 50% diversion target set by the CCME. The province of Nova Scotia created 7 waste management regions that included smaller municipalities. This helped make the implementation of provincial waste diversion goals easier to achieve without requiring every municipality to have their own infrastructure and programs. The 7 regions are as follows: Cape Breton, Eastern, Northern, Halifax, Valley, Southern Shore, and Western. Part of why Nova Scotia was successful in implementing the 50% diversion target was due to their central approach. The central approach meant that each of the 7 regions followed the programs and objectives set out by the Nova Scotia government's solid waste management strategy. However, each region was only responsible for the regional implementation of these objectives. For example, regions owned and operated their own landfills and enviro depots, depending on their location. It has been said that Nova Scotia has set the most aggressive waste reduction goal in Canada. Right now, the average person sends 477 kilograms of waste to our landfills every year. By 2015, we want to cut that number down to 300 kilograms per person per year. That is a 37% reduction in waste. One of the initiatives that arose from this strategy is Divert Nova Scotia, which is a not-for-profit organization championing recycling in Nova Scotia. The 5 components of waste diversion. Source reduction. Reduce the total amount of waste entering the system. This can be done by reducing disposable packaging, encouraging product durability, etc. Recycling. The need for new material in product production can be reduced by using old material from industrial and consumer use. For example, fiber-based materials such as paper and cardboard can be broken down and remade into new products. Material reuse. Products can be reused for their original purpose, which can reduce the need to make new products. For example, reusable batteries and reusable printer ink cartridges can be refilled and reused. Composting. Most organic matter can be decomposed into humus. This can then be used as compost or cover material for landfills or disturbed earth sites. Business development. The challenge of meeting waste diversion goals will demand innovation in methods and technology. This can be incentivized by commercialization and development. Here you'll find the waste disposal costs for 2 facilities in Nova Scotia. The Otter Lake facility serves the Halifax region, and it has a tipping fee of $100 per ton. The tipping fee is the amount paid to dispose of waste per unit weight at the landfill. Compare this to the municipality of Colchester, where the tipping fee is $113 per metric ton. Across Canada, the waste disposal fees differ. Below are two examples. The tipping fee for Crane Mountain Landfill in New Brunswick is $108 per ton, and in the City of Toronto, the tipping fee is approximately $121. These fees differ due to population, proximity to disposal facilities, and other factors. Thank you for listening to this presentation on waste management in Nova Scotia. This has been your host, Tommy Trash, wishing you well in waste diversion. And remember, mo trash, mo problems.